In this episode, I'm going to explain the many types of web hosting that you could get for your website. Just to give you an idea of what type of hostings that are out there, of course, you already have the cheapest type of website and you have your premium types of website. I'm going to explain what the cheapest is. Usually when you're starting out on a website, and if you're a newbie trying to develop websites, you would get one of the cheapest web hosting out there that's offered as a shared hosting. A shared hosting means that there are many users storing their information in one server. And the reason they call it share is because you guys are sharing the resources of that particular server. Now, the advantage of this is you actually pay cheap on web hosting, which is something that everyone wants. But the disadvantage of having a shared hosting is that resources are very, very limited. And the actual speed of most shared hosting are quite slow when they load up. So for someone that needs a professional website, I would recommend a shared host. Let's go to the most premium hosting that you can get, and that is called a dedicated hosting server. Dedicated hosting server, basically you have that one server just for yourself. So you get that one computer or that one server which stores all your files, and you do not share your resources with other clients. The advantage of having a dedicated hosting server is that you got all the hardware just for yourself. The disadvantage of this is that they cost at least 10 times more than a shared hosting. Yes, privacy has a cost, and it's 10 times the cost of having something that's shared. In the recent years, the demand for having a cheap server with something dedicated was actually a dream to many developers and many website owners. That is when geniuses came with something called cloud server. Now, the cloud server is something in between a shared and a dedicated server. And to explain further on what a cloud server is that your data is actually secured on multiple servers that are running at the same time. And not only that it is using a particular set of resources, that resource is actually spread all around to multiple servers. So let me try to make this a little more simple. Cloud servers is actually a group of servers that actually share resources between each other and share the data between each other to have a more faster accessible website for every website owner. A few advantage of this is that getting a cloud server is actually a little more expensive than a shared server, but it's way less than a dedicated server. And in terms of security, if one server crashes down, you will not need to worry about having your data lost, because apparently your data is shared between other servers, in which that will automatically restore the data that was lost when that server crashed. And this is the best thing about cloud servers, is that they share resources. We're talking about storage, processing power, memory. It's all shared within a group of servers connected to one another globally. When it comes to buying hosting, that really depends on the requirements of your website. If you have a sensitive website or an e-commerce website, I would still go for the cloud. But if you have a website that doesn't have really sensitive information or data, you're just starting out, you could still start up with a shared hosting and then eventually upgrade to a cloud hosting when capable. Dedicated servers are still used, but they're usually used for big companies such as Amazon, eBay, Facebook, etc. Thank you for watching, and I hope you like it. Make sure you subscribe to get the latest video and updates every week. If you got any questions about websites, make sure you hit me up on all major social medias at Philippe Soriano.